Hello, hello, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XI. Here we are, at the end of that same sortie run, our very first sortie run. And, yeah, we're just gonna stick it out until the timer runs out, so that we get as much Gallimaufry as possible. And I think, unless we die, we're gonna have no problem at all breaking 2,000. And, that'll be pretty swell. Come on, I missed the Scourge that was gonna magic first form. What a sad state of affairs. And now there's an FFXI in our camp. It's hitting our healer. No! Give him what Furcom went. Now, as far as I'm aware, even though this is the newest content in 11, and it is the end game, the actual hardest bosses in the game are still, I think, in an event called Odyssey. Where I think you're restricted to 6 people, and something. There's difficulty settings for the bosses, and it's called like Vengeance or something like that, and it's like Vengeance 5 is harder than just the boss is by itself, and then there's Vengeance 0, Vengeance 5, Vengeance 10, Vengeance 15, and then I think it jumps up to like Vengeance 25, something like that. I know there's a person on the Auction House forum named like Nickany, and he says he's like how to in one of the how you pick your username threads or whatever, he's just like, my name's Nick, I'm from East New York. So his name's actually Nick, East New York, Nickany. But apparently his running gag is all he wants to do is beat the, I think they're Odyssey. Like, correct me if I'm wrong. Like I said, we're outside the realm of my knowledge. So I think it's Odyssey, and the Vengeance 25 versions of these specific bosses. I don't remember which one he's on, but I think he just has like 3 left. And apparently they're so hard that like Master Level 50 players with like everything going for them, and like, you know, we're talking like bards with the Mythic Dagger, and like the 4-song harp, and the Aeonic horn that gives Honor March, and the Nagala horn for maximum song buffs. Like, these guys teaming up together, and, you know, automated play for their like macros and things. Like, these things are so hard that like the fight's going on so long. They're getting so close. They're getting it to like 1% after like fighting it for like 45 minutes or whatever the fuck, how long those fights are. And you know, timing out at like 1%, or, you know, wiping at like 20%, or, you know, having something go awry or someone disconnects, you know, when the fight was going perfectly. Now the fight can't go perfectly. Apparently there's some sort of lag in there with healing or something. It's just really, it's interesting to read about. Like, it sounds like a total crapshoot, honestly. But it's how you get the best augments on your relics and Empyreans, and then this armor set that every job can use called Nyami, which I think the intention of the armor set was to make it look like Onion Knights, but to me it just looks like quative, like you're wearing quative, a blue and a dark purple, bluish, reddish quative. But yeah, basically, I guess it's like Grimdark Onion Knight from Final Fantasy III is the intent of the look. Okay, let's fight some more leeches, I guess. If we die, we die. We're up over 2,000 though in a single run, so I guess the hope now is that we break 2,500, because that would be 1/4 of what we need, and that would mean we'd only need 4 days to get the story prime. Which I think for my story prime, I'm just gonna do the regular sword because Blue Mage can use it, and it's not gonna have like any special effects other than the fact that it's gonna be allowing us to beat the Voracious Resurgence. And since like the actual primes take like millions of Gallimaufry, and that's like so far beyond the scope of our Let's Play anyway, I don't know, like, I've heard that the final boss, Voracious Resurgence, is really easy to stun lock with sudden lunge. And while I'm sure there's probably no shortage of Blue Mages to find help from, I don't know, I just think, like, we're probably just better off being sort of a Blue Mage support, like my brother or something, to get it done with. Because, I don't know, like, we shout for help, I don't know how much help we'll actually find. I remember the first time I went through Rhapsodies, I actually thought the Cloud Darkness was too hard to beat by myself. And so I shouted for help for like 3 hours. And this was on my old main. And over those 3 hours, nobody even sent me a tell. No one said like, oh hey, what job do you need? Or, you know, I can help you, you know, in a little while after this event or whatever. And even worse than that, one of my Final Fantasy 14 friends, who I was actually raiding with at the time in 14, who still played 11, he said, oh hey, Fire, I saw your shouts the other day for the end of Rhapsodies of Vanadil. And he was just sort of like, but if you're such a scrub, you can't beat it by yourself. You know, you don't deserve help. And I was just like, what the fuck, man? We raid together. Like, if I'm asking for help, it's because I don't have a lot of time. Come on, dude. And he just like did the internet equivalent of awkward smiling and shrugging his shoulders. If you're watching this, Oreo, fuck you. Actually, it's not really that. Come on, man. Really hurt. Shove your rope. He got really fed up with how our raid was being run. And I can't say that I blame him. It was being run by my friend Ina. And I love Ina. He's a great guy. But I guess he kind of got like a paradigm of our raid group and how they are. It's just like, oh yeah, they don't want to go for the hardcore strategies. They want you know, just to reliably clear. And Oreo was kind of wanting to go for the hardcore strategies. And so, there was this disconnect between them. And no, I was playing off of a liner, old Savage Blade, damn it. The good Kaltada giveth, the good Kaltada taketh away. Be balling if one of these legions dropped a box and we just like got 400 Gallimaufry. But I guess at this rate, we'd be lucky to kill both of them before the time runs out. Come on, Calm Wind, get that TP up. Get that TP up. No, Calm Wind, you fucktard. You hadn't missed it. Stop missing. Why are you missing? You don't want to get 2,500 Gallimaufry before the end. Bloody slut. Look at that time being all red and shit. Up there in the left-hand corner. No, we're not gonna make it. It's okay though. Tried our best. Almi is just not giving us marches because King of Hearts' MP is below a certain percentage. We just have to accept that. It'd be nice if the time, like, instead of just like shitting us out, if it just gave us barely enough time, like our last engagement, just to like let us get it since we're almost killing this leech, but no. Dang. Well, that's Sortie. That was our first Sortie run of all time, and we got, what was it, 2250? Alright, so the dude. Oh, he's a death penalty Corsair. Oh wait, no, that's not death penalty. Devastating bullet. Huh, I wonder where you get devastating bullets at. Those look pretty decent. He's got that Nyami gear I was telling you about. It's really nice because it's all jobs. And like, it doesn't, like, its base stats, like, don't seem to look that nice. You're just like, oh, 40 accuracy, 30 attack. Like, I get that on ambuscade gear. But then you realize it's literally every job, right? So this is like literally every ambuscade plus 2 gear, but for every job. Then you see that it can be augmented, right? And beyond that, right, we haven't even reached the augments yet. And then you look at the magic evasion on it. 150 on a single piece. That's more than on Malignance, right? Then you notice it has damage taken as well, magic burst damage, skill chain bonus, pet stats, and boom, you can augment it. It's like the ultimate inventory saver and also like the ultimate gear in the game. Like, there's pieces that rival it, but just like the fact that it's all jobs, right? Like, fucking phenomenal. But yeah, come here to Bivouac 4 if you want to see in-game people. Because in-game people come and do Sortie, because they gotta do it every day. And hey, guess what? We've joined the club. We gotta do Sortie every day. But for now, we've got to go to back to Lafalia and talk to Ruse Pix. Now, since this was a back-to-back recording, I don't really have 100% plan. And I'm not exactly sure about stuff. But I do know the next mission involves going to Mobile Polos, apparently. And going to Mineshaft 2716. But I'm pretty sure we need our prime weapon to go any further, so let's see. We want Lafalio, right? Because we gotta talk to Roospix. Swing. I've heard that the prime weapon greatsword is actually extraordinarily powerful, and that even though its weapon skill looks exactly like Scourge, it self-skill chains with itself and first makes... I'm not sure what it makes first, what level 1 it makes first. But it basically, like, it goes and it makes, like, I don't know if it's detonation or what, but then it... I guess, could it be detonation? No, it'd have to be... I guess it'd have to be transfixion or scission first or something. And then it makes distortion, and then it makes darkness. And, yeah, the prime weapon skills, they're literally made to just skill chain over and over with themselves to, play to the fact that players figured out how to self-skill chain a lot and have the ability to do it now with everyone having capped delay reduction and massive amounts of store TP and stuff like that. Okay, list of items you'll give me for Gallimaufry, huh? Any Empyrean armor, huh? Okay, okay. If I make another shiny Rakaznar plate, we can both be happy. But nothing is ever so easy, is it? No matter how much blood, sweat, and tears I poured into the process, I couldn't come together properly. The next day, once my tears were dry, I went back and collected the residual energies from the shiny Rakaznarian plate. And who would have thunk it? The process was a success after all. The dull Rakaznarian plate turned into a shiny plate. This time, the tears I shed were of joy. So here you are, a brand new Roospix's plate. Okay, and so now we have Roospix's plate. And, a plate of dubious origins developed by the surprisingly eloquent Roospix. He claims that it can slowly accumulate energies from expended Rakaznarian plates. A wax seal on the back confirms yet again that it is an authentic Roospix original. Alright, so... I don't know if that means, like, when he first gives it to us, if it's already charged and we can just go right back into Sortie, or if we just have to wait till it becomes shiny or something. Okay. Used for exchange for a shiny Rakaznarian plate after 100 excess hours of eligibility to enter Sortie. Every time you enter Sortie with your dull Rakaznarian plate / shiny Rakaznarian plate, a tally of how many seconds it has been since you previously entered is added to this plate. After the tally gets to 0, this item grants a single charge to your shiny Rakaznarian plate. To redeem a charged Roospix's plate, speak to Roospix after receiving the message that your plate has been fully charged. Select the option to ask about Roospix's plate. Your dull Rakaznarian plate will be converted to a shiny Rakaznarian plate. If you convert your Roospix's plate when your shiny Rakaznarian plate is normally ready to be charged, then your re-entry time is reset. Oh, that's... oof. It is advised that you redeem your Roospix's plate within 4 hours after spending your shiny Rakaznarian plate entry if you intend on re-entering, as this will make the most of your Roospix's plate. Okay, so basically whenever we get charged Roospix's plate, we can do Sortie back-to-back twice. So I don't know how much that'll take, but that's a thing. Okay, ask about Roospix's plate. You can't use the Roost Pixis plate for another 600 or 67,956 seconds Earth time. So there's 84,000 or 86,400 seconds in a day to turn it all around or to throw it all away. So that's 20 hours, I guess, right there. It just tells me the hours for the Rascanarian plate. So wait, let's see if the hours goes down on the... oh, it does. Okay. So we'll be able to use our Roost Pixis plate tomorrow? Huh. We might actually have a shorter amount of time doing sortie for the prime weapon for the fight than I thought. Which, I mean, I guess we could make multiple. You can... This is the first stage of prime weapons, and this is... you can get as many of them as you want for the 10,000. And basically there will be I-119 weapons with really high base damage. And you can also get the shield for Paladin and the horn for Bard for 10,000. Although at their base selves, only the shield is really good. I don't think the Bard one is really that great. Apparently we can buy these and that for Galley. I'll need the I-119 +1 version, a Rakaznar Sapphire, and 10,000 Gallimaufry. Wow, it takes 10,000 per piece. Man, that makes I mean, look at it though. It's like hella worthwhile. Like, look at those stats. Like 8% weapon skill damage. Restraint effect gets increased, so it's more weapon skill damage. Damage taken minus 13%. The set does its bonus like it did back in Abyssia, where it augments double attack. It doubles double attack damage. So like if you wear this, if we were able to get this full set, we would be able to sometimes occasionally see whenever we had a double attack happen on our first attack round, then the first hit with the Ragnarok, it could potentially do, I think, ×6 damage. Because it does ×3, right? And then if it's a double attack, both hits of the double attack round will double their damage. So we'll see the first hit do ×6 damage, and the second hit do ×2 damage. It'd be like 8 hits and 2. Pretty crazy. Especially if they crit. But yeah, you see all this stuff. It's pretty ridiculous. Critical hit damage plus 12%. Like, just imagine wearing these during Mighty Strikes. They're already better than, like, so much shit. It's crazy. Of course, that's all, like, man. There's always so much more to do, so much more to get, so much more to grind for. Yeah, that's the limits for us so far on this storyline and things. So yeah, we'll have to do more sortie tomorrow. And if it's going to be 20 hours from now, right? 24 hours, it would be 7:43 p.m. So 20 hours from now will be tomorrow after I get off from work, pretty much. And yeah, okay. Basically a one-day wait to do sortie again, and tomorrow we'll be able to do it twice supposedly, so that'll be cool, I guess. At least if I don't know if I'm understanding this all right. So now we can go to other things, other storylines, or other content. And I guess I would prefer to go do the past quest in Sandioria. I want to get those trusts. Of course, if we start the storyline, we're just going to be bogged down in cutscenes again. And there's other stuff for us to do as well. like go and talk to that guy Elijah in Upper Juneau again. And we could start checking out those monsters. The ROEs tell us where they're at. I also think we have enough trusts now to get the trust upgrade, possibly. I'm not 100% sure on that. But, it won't do too much for us because it's like, when your trusts are in a party with other people, they'll be stronger. Like if you're playing with real players. What buffoons? Why, Shami and Shimo, of course. I think them that accursed goblin and their accompanying retinue. Filth loves its own kind. Tell me how that turned out. Oh, what? Not only were the goblin team not there, but then Duke Alices. Duke Alices shouldn't even be here. This is why you can never trust anything to a low-level demon. So, setting that small matter aside, you have far more information on the world of your egg, are you not? You must wonder what this means for the baneful dead. Worry not, I have prepared a list of more targets for you. Surely each one you branch brings a little bit more peace back to Vanadil. Perhaps you have already surmised my true identity, but it's too late for you to turn back now. After all, the proverbial contract has already been signed. Ho ho, a deal with the devil is not so easily overturned. At least not without paying the ultimate price. Elijah smirks at you. And with that, what you now know about the world's ugly truth, well, that lovely retinue who depends on you oh so much will surely come through for you in the end. And of course, my Lord Odin is depending on you as well. And I'm sure none of us want these targets to be in cahoots with Gorezu Horezu, correct? Betrayal will be deemed a failure to fulfill the obligations of your contract. Surely I need not say more. So keep doing what you do best, and there will be no problems. Oh, and one last thing. If you try to flee or tell anyone who we really are, it will not end well for you. This, too, would be an egregious violation of the terms of our little agreement. You see, Calmwind, we have eyes and ears in every corner of Vanadil. We are always watching, listening. I sure am. I wish you all the best in your journey to vanquish chaos. After all, the prime weapons are the keys. I would advise you one thing. Prime weapons belong to my master, and my master alone. And when they return to him, I have no doubt they will make their way into my hands as my just reward for all I have accomplished. Oh yes, the time for me to wield the prime weapons is close at hand. In fact, this puts me in the mood for a rousing tale. A second-hand tale, so I leave the analysis of its veracity to you. 5,000 years ago, the prime weapons were made manifest after an eternity of trial and error. Those in charge searched endlessly for a way to figure out how to stop chaos from devouring the astral plane. Of course, that was eons ago, so the exact time frame isn't clear, but I am led to believe that over 100 years of effort were poured into this endeavor. It started with the research into souls that hungered for more. A contract between them was established. But those initial results were disappointing. More pure souls were required. Elijah smiles at you. I need not spell out for you what that implied. Many souls were snuffed out on the altar of progress, irrevocably removed from the cycle of life and death. And that is how those involved eventually arrived at the idea of imbuing souls into implements of power. If those souls are angered or cry out for a vengeance, well, I'm sure that manifests itself in the potency of the armament. Perhaps that is why the prime weapons gleam with that beautiful obsidian light. Elijah begins laughing boisterously. Why, it's positively inspiring. Surely you wish to brandish them in battle even more than before. But we have time for one more tale. You know of the relic weapons, correct? My master conceived them during Ragnarok, and they contain the souls of the enlightened races. My master chose only the strongest from among those who proffered themselves up in his service. They cried out for succor. Who were we to deny them? Why, we were even able to help them defend their kingdoms, although perhaps in a different way than they had envisioned. Elijah smirks at you. None of those nations exist anymore, mind you. That is enough stories for one day. I trust you found it a pleasant enough diversion, but now I bid you return to the task at hand. My success is linked to your success after all, and I have new targets for you to hunt. Yes, I can feel it. The prime weapons will soon be mine to wield. Oh shit, this guy's actually a demon in disguise, and I've been sleeping on his dialogue. Okay. So basically, that's all on the ROEs. And I think the ROEs will tell us where they're at, right? Let's see. At Wadrome Woodlands, age 13. Wadjong Woodlands, Mount Salem. I have no idea how strong any of these are, by the way. Or what they are exactly. So I guess we could just go and do all these and go down the list. Or try to do all these. I really don't know what they are. Let's see. Step into our mobile house and spend some of our job points, I guess. Looks like we got enough to kick up some stuff. Let's see, we can kick up really anything, I guess. Guess we could do the restraint thing by 2. Get a little more use out of restraint. Restraint's an interesting job ability. When it first came out, what restraint used to do was it used to make you unable to critical hit, and then for every hit you landed, it would increase your weapon skill power. And so it was one of those things where there was a build up and then a release, basically. And so what you used to do is like build up your brain, please. You build up your weapon skill power on like the trash or whatever, and then you would you know, use Mighty Strikes to force crits. And Mighty Strikes would override Restraint's penalty. And so you would get these outlandishly high numbers. But then, like, a lot of people were saying that the amount of white damage that you were losing from Restraint meant that unless you were building up to Zerg something, like specifically on trash, and then you know, just Zerging it or whatever, with Mighty Strikes, you know, it really wasn't worth very much. And so they altered it over the years, and they changed it eventually to where it just you no longer lose your critical hits, but if you don't crit, then you build more weapon skill power, I guess, or maybe crits are included as normal attacks. I don't know exactly. But okay, let's see what Jamal has to say about trusts. Please come by later. Okay, let's look through trusts then, because I thought there was a way to get them powered up. Do we talk to her then? Why, I never. One with such a meager aura is not fit to be in my presence, let alone speak to me. Oh, okay. I don't see Marjorie for information on how alter egos, blah blah blah. Provides you with a memory gem and unlocks records of Eminence questline filled to capacity if the following prerequisites are met. Complete the records of Eminence quest, eliminate your apathy, possess a job breaker, know at least 86 trust spells, excluding Unity leaders. If she doesn't want to talk to you, try talking to Jamal to tick a cutscene. Okay, so he doesn't tick a cutscene and she doesn't want to talk to us. So I can only assume that we don't have 86 trust yet, so let's count. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, nice, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, we need 3 more trusts. Well, shit. Where are we gonna get 3 more trusts? Okay, so if we go do the Sandoria Pass quests, that's 1. The Winders Pass quests with 2. We need one more trust after that in order to get her buffs. And basically, what she's gonna do for us is give us a memory gem, and then we have to do 3 records of eminence quests for her, or something, and then she'll buff our trusts. And basically, when we summon them, they will be level 120 if there's no one else in the party with us. And then if we have 1 real player with us, they gain 2 levels. 2 real players with us, 3 levels. 3 real players with us, 4 levels. And so if we're playing with 4 other players and we only have 1 trust out, that trust will be level 125, it looks like. So that's actually kind of nice. That's kind of cool. Like, it makes your trust a little bit better. It's not like game breaking, but it's just definitely something we want to do. Let's see. For now, though, let's head on to Ottergon and see about this very first, whatever the fuck they're called. Okay. I don't, like I said, I don't know if we'll actually be able to beat these things. I don't know how strong they are or what they do. But the reward's a silver voucher, and there's an A-Man Trove event going on this month until the end of November. And it would really behoove us to have some successful A-Man Troves happen, because during this A-Man Trove event that we're in, there's a chance that whenever you get a rare drop in the box, you'll be given 10 million gil. And then, obviously, the rare drop itself could be something really pivotal to use. You know, like how we got... I think the best thing I ever gotten from A-Man Trove is this Sacro Bulwark, which normally only comes from the Alexander Prime high tier battlefield, which is a complete bitch to do. Due to... you can't skill chain him, and you can only hurt him from the front where he shoots lasers into your face. And there's some other caveat to it. But you can get that kind of stuff. You can get the Supernal set or whatever, or maybe it's not called Supernal, maybe it's something else. It's the Twilight Mail set from Time for Crab. From Shinryu's high tier battlefield, which we're actually not even able to defeat Shinryu high tier battlefield as we currently are. I can't seem to hit him hard enough to even beat him on very easy. He just winds up smoking my trust completely. And that's like another thing like that makes me want to get master levels and stuff, and like master a job, get master levels. Like there's stuff we can't even beat on the easiest difficulty setting by ourselves. And whenever we do it with other real people, you know, other real people are playing the game more than us and have master levels, and so like it really highlights just how along the ride we are, along for the ride we are, even though we have an ultimate weapon, right? Like I said though, this is like a baby ultimate weapon, so like Like, it's crazy. It's crazy the levels of power disparity that are at play in Final Fantasy XI. Even though the end game has become very samey for a lot of people, it's because everyone who's been playing the game a long time has literally done everything the game has to offer hundreds of times. And at this point, since Sortie is about over a year and a couple of months old, they've done Sortie, you know, if they've been doing it every day since last year, they've done Sortie like 300 times, right? Like, if not more, right? So, if you do Sortie every day for a year, right, like, I guess we would have, and we only got, what was it, like 2,200 for our first run? Even that piddling amount, right? You would have, what, like 600,000 Gallimaufry? So, like, I mean, like, and you'd probably be sick as fuck doing Sortie, right? Like, and the thing is, you can't even stop doing it, though. It's how you get all the best stuff. So. Well, not all the best stuff, but a lot of the best stuff. I was actually looking at my man Dao earlier, and I was noticing it was actually only level 85 still. And I wondered, was that the Dynamis trial? I think that's the Dynamis trial, right? Like, we gotta go kill Gobelfwop a whole bunch, and then we gotta go kill the animated dagger a bunch. I kind of want to upgrade that. I'd also like to upgrade my Excalibur, and I'm really curious if the prime weapons are going to work both in the give their stats both in the main and offhand, because that could be really deadly, a really deadly combo with like Excalibur in the main hand and the prime sword in the offhand. But I don't actually know. Like I said, I'm not knowledgeable about any of this. So, I have no idea what this thing's going to do. I do know it's a merit, so we'll see what happens. I don't know if it like absorbs magic or anything, so we'll pull out Shentato 2 to figure that out, I guess. Yeah, give me Almia. She'll inevitably start doing Ballad, but you can only get so good with Bard Trust. You can't have it all. Although I still maintain that Joachim is the better Bard Trust because he does more. But of course, because he does more, people will discount him. But yeah, so this is. Aura of irrepressible might threatens to overwhelm you. Do we not? Can we not? Is this not? Oh, I have to set the objective, don't I? Awoken Hildesvini. Okay, we saw its HP bar visibly move from a single hit, so that's a good sign. It seems to be taking reduced damage. Zombie nerd. Seems like it's hitting Blineral pretty hard. Yeah, let's just give it a little tickle with our greatsword here. Alright, this ain't so bad. Double light for the win, go! Heal itself. Oh, it's turning towards us. Unable to receive special bonus. Make room in your inventory to receive reward from Record of Imminence. Oh, it's just a silver voucher. Calm down. Let's use it already for no reason to get it out of our inventory. And I didn't PC this stuff, but it's only a little bit of teleport money. Now, from what I understand about these peculiar foes, it says they're not repeatable, but they have the M next to them, so I think they are repeatable. I think it's once a month. So that one's in Mount Salem, this one's in Cadaver Mire, this one's in Bucetine Glacier, this one's in Palborough Mines, it to be a subterrane. It to be a subterrane at E7. I don't know exactly where that's at, but let's set it and I guess go and see. It'd be nice if these things had a page. But I go to Elijah's page and like it just shows you when he will unlock RoQuest 4 category, right? Now I click on RoQuest 4, okay, and it takes me to the row page. But it doesn't. What a little fuck. Maybe control find peculiar. Okay. Alright. There we go. And at Dwea Subterrane, it is Awoken Hrungnir. Map 2 of Adwea Subterrane. So I'm not sure where map 2 is. I have not memorized which map is which. Okay, map 2 is like basically just the Wadjom Woodlands entry. And it's at where? E7? E7 of map 2. Of map 2. So we want the western entrance, I think, over here basically. I think it might be that entrance we mistakenly used a few videos ago when we came here for the Thunder Golem. But yeah, more or less these peculiar foes, they're all just like that Merid. They have the zombie markings, the Valhalla markings or whatever. So they've been unleashed on the world by, I guess, Garaizo Horezu or whatever. And, we're killing them. And the nice thing about them is they give a silver voucher. That's like the big thing. But they also apparently, the row objective, it gave us 30,000 capacity points and 10,000 limit points. So you get 1 job point and 1 merit point for killing them. Oh, this is not at all the right entrance. I thought this was gonna like take us through to the other side, but no. Yeah, I'd like to show these off, unless they're all just easy. If you know that these are easy, like, I don't know, I guess maybe it would still be worth showing them off just because they have, like, their zombified appearance is slightly unique. And obviously they're each going to do slightly unique things. But I don't know if that really, like, the slightly uniqueness of it is really that worthwhile. I don't think us killing them is going to impact the story any. I could be wrong, but I don't think it is. Right, because this is like totally optional. Like other than that one moment in the story where Elijah was like barely involved. This is like all super optional. See, Rala Waterways. I wonder if they're all just like similar strengths to the Merid, but like in different areas of the world, more or less. Like these first ones are all in the Ottergon areas because that's where we first, you know, encountered them when we fought like Rishvi as a soul flayer, and there was a couple others we fought out here, right? Like there was at least one other. I thought, like, we fought Rishvi as a soul flayer, and he had like the slimes with him, right? And then we fight Amnoth, or was Amnoth the one with the slimes? Either way, we fought two of these fuckers in the course of the story. And I should probably go spend my merit points on something before I kill another. But I think I'm starting to strain my voice a little bit because we're almost at an hour again already. Because I'm having fun, and like the time is just fucking annihilating itself. Oh, we got 1,500 sparks of eminence as well. That's pretty nice. Okay, so if this isn't the right entrance, then... well, I guess we'll know. It's gonna be one of these Watchome Woodlands entrances, though. Because it has to be. Okay, yeah, not this one. So it's the one that's a little further south, I guess. And then if it's not that one, then it's got to be the one that's all the way in the north. Which is kind of annoying, but sometimes, if you've noticed, the zones in and out of caves that are underneath areas in this game don't always actually line up. If you were to like lay the maps over the top of one another, probably to make traversal a little bit more difficult. They're like in relatively the same position, but they're not. It's not a one-for-one. Like they're not at the exact same position on, you know, the map that they lead to. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Hugga bugga. Okay, is this the right map? Is this the right map? No, I think this is actually map 3. Darn it. So wait, that's map 3. Then what the heck? Okay, it's gotta be the one up in the north then, or one of the ones up in the north. How annoying. But, oh well. And what are we fighting? I wanna at least know a little bit, so I'm kind of like not at a complete disadvantage. Oh, and my dogs are going crazy again. Oh, it's a golem. Sorry if you can hear them. There's no doubt there's like... We live really close to some woods. It's not like an incredibly huge, vast forest or anything. But, you know, it's like a strip of woods that's maybe about, I don't know, 200 yards thick between us and another subdivision. Maybe not even 200 yards, honestly. Probably more like 80 to 100. And then lengthways, it actually runs down the entire length of our neighborhood until it hits a cow pasture. But it actually sort of skirts the pasture and goes behind yet another neighborhood and keeps going that way for like probably at least, I don't know, 3 or 4 miles. And its thickness varies. But it follows a creek bed as well and goes around a pond. And so we actually have a lot of wildlife around here, like deer and coyotes. Oh, I've never actually seen a coyote. I've just heard that we have them. Raccoons, which I've seen tons of. Possums, I've seen tons of. Foxes, I've seen a few. Squirrels, rabbits, stray cats, other dogs, deer, lots of deer. Deer every fucking where. Every time deer come into my yard, actually, that makes one of my dogs go absolutely ballistic. And if he goes ballistic enough, my other dog also goes ballistic. But they also respond to like doorbells on the TV, or my drunken ass dad screaming at politics. Okay, is this map 2? Please be map 2. Yay, this is map 2. And yay, we're on the right side. Okay, cool. Okay, so we're gonna fight a golem. And I don't think either of the Zaids actually do Arcane Circle. But we haven't used regular Zaid in a long time because Zaid 2 is better damage. But I kinda like him with the helmet on, you know? It's the quintessential Zaid. Alright, and we'll pull out Shantato 2. Our same old setup sort of thing. Okay, we'll just slip on some silent oil and prism powder. We do not want to be interrupted. And then Golem probably warrants magic evasion since they do so much bullshit with crystal weapons and ice break and all that other shit that inflicts status ailments as well as being purely magical damage for most of their TP moves. Although I'm sure this one has like some sort of special shit that it does. I love this zone, by the way. It's one of the few caves in the entire game that actually has music. Alright, here we are. So we might as well pop it in our damage taken set with maybe some forethought this time. No idea what it's going to do. Might go ahead and use my strikes to just kill it. Awoken Hrungnir. Barely looks different. Oh look, he started with Ice Break. about that. Oh, and then immediately did Thunder Break. I was right to use Magic Evasion Fruit, that's for sure. Oh, slut. Yeah, I'm definitely going to Mighty Strike his ass, I think. I don't think he's going to be that much harder than the Merid. I just don't want him alive anymore. This is bringing back too many memories of me getting bound and stunned and stuff up in Sky when I did all my merits up there on Aura statues. He absorbs light and he is smoked. Get fucked, bitch! Aw, yeah. That was an unnecessary display of force. But I didn't feel like getting bound and stunned and bound and stunned and bound and stunned. You get the idea. Hey, kick here and hit me. Thank you. Alright, well, so we're up over an hour, and my voice is a bit tired. Yeah, so look forward to more of this. I guess we'll go down through the list next time. We'll just go around and kill all these. Or try to kill all these. There might be some of them that are too problematic. I'm sure some of them are probably some sort of monster type that's just not pleasant to fight at this level of strength. But, hey, you know, that's what being able to switch jobs is for. So, if we find one we have to switch jobs for, then so be it. Anyway, thanks for watching, stay safe, and have a great day. And I'll see you again next time.